So can you walk us through a day with you and caring for a client? And what are the type of tasks that you perform?
Well, as soon as you enter the home, it's so important to take some time and wash your hands. Get there 10 minutes early so you can relax and get into that client and make sure they're okay. Then go wash your hands really quick before you're even touching them. But the first thing I do when I walk into a home, I want to know where the client is. I want to know if they're awake, if they're sleeping. And I did have a client that was laying on the floor when I got there. They had fallen out of bed. So if I would have taken another 10 minutes to wash my hands, that would have been 10 more minutes on the floor. So I just go and peek because she was bedbound and she had fallen off onto the ground. So I right away, as soon as I got into the house, took my shoes off and I ran back there to because it's a big house, you know. So I ran back there to make sure she was okay. And she wasn't. She was laying there on the ground. Oh, I was so grateful. And then I said, "Oh, Pauline." So she was in a comfortable position. I said, "Here's a blanket. I'm going to wrap you up a little bit. I'm going to go right here in the bathroom and wash my hands. We're going to call your son." She wanted me to call her son because he could pick her up. There's no way I could get her up. So that was a situation where, you know, I had to sit down with her and just be right there with her and hold her and let her know everything's going to be okay and he's on his way and that kind of thing. But normally, you know, the whole day then after that, you get her back up in bed and she was pretty much, you know, bed bound. So I had to do a lot of changing her within the bed, which is a very long task, and it takes a long time to do that, and it's a lot of energy and a lot of because you want to comfort them along the way. You can't be fast, you have to be slow when you do that.
So providing personal care, hygiene, and
yes.
grooming for your clients?
Always.
Is a necessity?
Yes, if it wouldn't be in the shower itself, it's going to be on the toilet, to the bed, whichever you can get them at to get them nice and clean, and always make sure.
I remember you sharing a client with us saying that she declined to shower, but you got her to, or go toilet. She wanted to go toileting, you mentioned, and you were able to get her to the point to not decline.
Yes.
And make it.
And get her showered right there in a bath right there while she's sitting on the toilet because. Yeah.
Or she would have never have done it herself.
Oh, no, she wouldn't have been able to. She's not healthy enough to do it. She's not strong enough or mentally good enough to do that for herself. Her hair was literally, after being from the hospital, her hair was stuck to her head. So like it was like taped on, you know?
Yeah, what a true blessing for you to step in and help her. And so what happens after they're all dressed and ready to go for the day? I do assist with medications and meal preparation.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Always with their medications. If I'm there in the morning to the late afternoon, I'm assisting with 2 different times, possibly morning, afternoon, and evening. If I'm going through the evening, sometimes I'm on 24 hours, so around the clock, 12 hours.